All right, so this is what I want us to understand. There is something called planning, and anything you plan, you will be able to do it so very well. Let's say you can only raise 100. Okay, let me limit it to 50. Okay, $100. And then you can be able to make a profit of 10% each and every day. A profit of 10% each and every day. Like you see over here, this is the same thing I'm trying to talk about. So I have started this project, and today was my day 3, which happened to be successful. Tomorrow is my day 4, then day 5th. So I want us to look at this clearly. You just want to make 10% a day on $100, but on compounding value. And let's say you do that for 30 days. We assume that the market we're trading has both weekend and non-weekend. So today is 3rd, and you want to do this project for 30 days. Let's press calculate and then look at how much percentage profit or return you are getting. 1644.9%. The bank will give you 18% per annum. So break down. The first day you make just $10. It adds up to your balance, your equity, to become 110. The second day your new equity becomes 110, and you have to make 10%, which gives you $11.0 till the 30th day. Now, what if you will sacrifice yourself and go for 90 days? You sacrifice yourself and go for 90 days. This is what you'll be realizing by 4th May 2021. Okay, let me take out weekends from it. No weekend. You are making $44,579.16. Okay. So what I'm trying to put across is that there is someone who was on this call and visited me in the office yesterday. Then through conversation, he doesn't know how to trade. But through conversation, he got interest in this. And then as he got interested, he started with $100 and then arrived at 3 days target, because we will help you roll it. But let's assume that we are not helping you rolling it and you are starting today. In 90 days to come, so 4 February, 5th weekend you are not trading, then the 8th, which is the 3rd day, in that order, this is what you are achieving that period. Now, because of this, I would want everybody to, by 10th, 14th, 15th, I want some people here to try this thing with us. or with me. Today, I posted some signals and I saw where everybody's level is. So based on that, I want to bring everybody on the same level and we can fly together. So that during the day, if you know how to place a trade, I can give you a signal, then you make your daily targets. Then you'll stop trading, then you learn. After that, the next day, you do the same thing. So if it is $10 you have, it is $10 you have, and you can build it for 90 days without weekend, you'll be surprised to have $4,000 at the end of it. This is not magic. If you are not committed, if you are not determined, if you are not serious, you can't make it. And then this is not something that is automated. Effort must go into it before. So, for instance, today, if you have took some of my trades and made $10, so if it is $100 that she's trading with, it means that she has made 10% today. So if tomorrow she goes into the market again, or I give a signal, she can still make another 10% that day. So basically, this is the ground, the level I want us all to be. Before we continue into the class, if you have any question, if you have any suggestion, any thought, you let me know. Why? Because we need money. That is why we want to learn. And I want to make it easy accessible to each and everybody. Those who are on my main platform, they saw how money flow today as far as signals are in concern. We learn how to calculate results or profit of the day, which is the number of pips multiplied by the lot size. So today, I gave a signal that gives 200 pips. So that 200 pips, when you use 0.1, you are making $20. When you use 0.1, you are making $20. When you use 0.2, you are making $40. If you use 0.5, you are making almost $80 to $90. So I wouldn't like some of those opportunities to pass by. But if you can help me to help you, we shall progress. Then helping me to help you is just to stick to some basic things that we'll talk about today. At least how to place a trade, how to set your stop loss, how to set your take profit. Now, if you don't have money, you can take the trades on the demo, on your demo account. So those who don't have the demo account, we will assist them either tonight or tomorrow. Afia is very good at assisting a lot of people to set up their demo account. So what I would say is that the only thing is you make yourself more vigilant and dynamic. Like I said, mostly that's my secret. I am dynamic anywhere I found myself. So if it is possible to turn $10 with little effort to 4,000 plus dollars in 90 days, then you can imagine what will happen when you start trading with $100, when you start trading with $500, when you start trading with $1,000. No company can pay you such without effort. So this is where we are tonight, and this will redefine the way our training will go. It is not going to change anything. I am just going to level it so we all get the basis to enable us know how to take basic trades. So let's take question up to 8:25 Nigerian time 9:25 before we continue. Thank you.
Yes. I'm sorry to quickly come in. Hope you can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you, sir.
Yeah. Good evening, everyone.
Good
I'm
evening.
so glad to be part of this. I don't think I will regret it. From the look of things, I can see that Mark, you have good intention for all of us. You have seen what we're actually going through. And then from my own point of view, I think this is laudable. This is awesome. But coming from my own angle, where I'm coming from, it is rare to see a person of your nature. It's not just because you've been training also. I've been watching you closely in every of our conversations. I was asking myself, what is this guy's aim? What is he about? What does he want from me? What does he actually want from us? I don't know. He's given so much. Is it the time you spend on phone? Is it the time you spend teaching us for free? It's wonderful. So what I'm trying to say is, and you are talking about compounding. Yeah, with my little knowledge of compound interest, I understand. And then, but to me, I am still a novice. I always repeat it to forex because the technicalities are something else. I'll be able to do it being from my angle of a novice. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that's just my question. As for going into it, I think I have some money.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Let me just come in. Yeah, so that is what I'm trying to say, that certain commands. I think I will allow Mr. Emmanuel to speak after the question. There are certain things that you can just know. At least when you click here, you do A. When you click here, you do B. When you click here, you do C. Then the truth is we are all novice. As of today, I learned a new thing in the financial market. So if you made your mind to be a novice, the truth is you will know better. That is the difference between the so-called literates and the so-called illiterates. For example, in Ghana, there is someone who is a billionaire now, but then he made himself look like an illiterate. So when people want to talk about him, they said this man never steps foot in school, but he is now a doctor. So basically, the word novice, it means, or the word novice plus I am ready to learn, is what will take us far. So in this case, I'm not going to say do analysis, draw your candle chart, draw your trend lines. No. The only thing is that buy currency A at this price. Put your stop loss here. Put your take profit here. You wait patiently, price hits there, you take your profit, you are out. That is what we are going to do. So that noviceness will take it from your blood this evening before we close. So the next person, Mr. Peter.
Yeah, Mr. Mark, please.
Okay.
I would like to speak small.
Oh, okay, speak small.
But somebody crossed me. I as soon as I unmuted my mic, somebody just entered. So I
But
had to
you know Heaven's Gate now. Heaven's
yeah,
Gate.
I
Yes.
was so glad when you said you are going to teach us how to enter a trade and set all those things, because I was just about to ask you or to suggest that you help us. Well, ever since you helped me in creating the account, the demo account, I've never entered a trade because or because I'm afraid of making a mistake or making an error.
Okay.
So
all right.
I just thought that today I'll ask you so that you help me with that.
All right.
So
So I think
Yeah, I'm
my
glad.
critical thinking I read is powerful because I'm able to read a lot of people's mind tonight. All right, so the word afraid, we are going to withhold that as far as practicing and learning is in concern. Truthfully, those who entered first saw me on a chat. That website is called TradingView. Truthfully, I never used it before. I signed up, I register, I know what is it, but I didn't use it before. So today I was just also playing with it, and then I discovered some of the tools that I can use to teach this evening. Now, once I start using it to teach, what happens? I'll start knowing it. So in practice, we shouldn't be afraid because if anything happened, it won't cost you anything. The worst case scenario is that you go back to default and everything will come back to normal. Thank you. Mr. Peter, I think he's gone. All right, I think he's
No,
there. Okay, yeah, I saw you. All right.
well, I don't really know how I'm going to put this question now, but firstly, good evening, everyone, and welcome to today's class. So I don't really know how to put this question now, but my own challenge
Okay.
is I don't know. I believe like I might not be the only one facing this challenge, but my own challenge now is that once I open the charts,
Okay.
like the trading platform, I don't
Okay.
really know what to do for. That's just the truth of the matter. Once I
Okay.
open it, I'll just get blank, just get confused. Okay, I'll say let me just draw the train line. I'll just start asking myself what next, what's next. I understand. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say.
Yes, I get where you're coming from. I
Yeah,
will
yeah.
address
So
that for
that's
you.
what I don't know. I don't know
Okay.
what to do. I don't know.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Yes. You don't know what to do. Yes, I was there. I was once in. I was in everybody's shoe here. Yes. Everything is just like a movie. It's not even action movie. A movie without let's say you are Ghanaian and you are watching a Chinese movie, then the language is not even written in English for you to follow by scripts. Basically, that's what you're talking about. And that is where we are going. You open the chat, and today, what do I want to do? I want to trade. What do I want to trade on? Now, what I wanted to trade on, what is the direction of the trade? For example, I want to go to Nigeria. Am I going to travel by boat? Am I going to travel by air or by sea? That is the three things that you look at. Then you get to Nigeria. Which part of Nigeria are you going? I'm going to Delta State. I'm going to Port Harcourt. And you testify that there are so many routes to use to get to your destination. So basically, we are going to tackle that. And I'm sure by close of this week, you should be able to know what to do on the trade because it will become more interesting for you. Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
thank you. Thank you very much. I'll be
Okay.
following.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. So
Hello,
Mr.
Mr.
Emmanuel.
Mark.
Yes, Mr. Mark. Yeah, Mr. Mark. Please talk to
Yeah,
us.
good evening, Mr. Mark.
Good
Good
evening, sir.
evening,
Yeah, good
everyone.
evening. Yeah.
I hope we are all doing well.
By His grace, we are fine.
Uh, yeah, the first person who spoke, sorry, I don't know the person's name, but he said something. I was also like sharing the same view with him.
Okay.
He said it's rare for us to see somebody like this because honestly, me, I met you on Facebook on one of the and then I entered your DM and then we are here today. It's
Yeah.
been like 2 weeks, getting to 2 weeks now, and then now you're making me use my 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. for something profitable.
Okay.
Uh, I know with time you'll get there. But then who
Definitely.
is Mr. Mark? Yes, who is Mr. Mark? I want to know more about you. I
Oh,
don't know if others too want to know more, but personally,
okay. Okay. All right. Don't worry. You will know more about
yeah.
me. You will know more about me.
All right,
Yes.
all
You
right.
see, today there's someone I'm expecting on the call before we close. He met me still on virtual. He actually called me to deposit on the Reef platform. So I don't really have the fund. So we were talking and I said, hey, I trade. They say, oh, I also trade. Can we link up? We link up. Then on Saturday, he requested for one of my applications I was using. And I said, okay, I bought it. But this is it. Then he gave me $50 for getting it. So the one I was driving home, this man called me. And truthfully, it's so beautiful what I heard. One, God bless you. Number two, I was able to reduce my losses. This is someone who has been trading already. What you have given me and what you have started teaching me, today alone, I made $500. And I'm just happy. That's me. So you know me, okay? So that's me. All
All
right.
right.
Yeah. Okay. So I think Mr. Manuel, um, I want you to speak to us.
Hello, Mr. Mark.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Like everybody is saying, I also met you through Facebook, and
Virtual.
yesterday, yeah, yesterday I came to your office and you introduced me to other platforms.
Exactly.
By the grace of God, today I made a cool $21. Just
Well,
starting.
$21.
I'm also a novice. This is how to
Exactly.
enter a trade. Yes, how to enter a trade. At a point, I will tell you that where should I go? Then you how to
Exactly.
do that.
Exactly.
And I'm able to make $21. So I think the group should come together. Out of these profits we are making, at least we should get a percentage of it that we should give to you to also appreciate.
You know,
Yeah,
appreciation
I
is
don't
from
know.
the
Yes.
heart. Appreciation is from the heart. You see, um, I said something before. If today I want to do wedding and then they need people around me or my friends, it is those people that will come and do the program very lavish. For instance, someone travel from Nigeria, someone travel from Cote d'Ivoire, someone travel from any part of the world. Like yesterday, 2 days ago, yesterday, one businessman celebrated his birthday, Kwame Despite. And we didn't hear anything like families. We heard friends. So there are so many ways to get friends. And the truth is that if you want to travel by convoy and you own a car alone, definitely there cannot be convoy. So that is it. Appreciation is from the heart, all right? So basically, yesterday you made a decision and you started seeing changes today. I'm very sure that by 30 days to come, you should be in $10,000 climbing. All right, so just have to push hard, study hard, learn, put in effort, follow instruction, and you'll get there. All right, thank you. So we're going to continue.
Can we ask Mr. Manuel some
Okay,
questions,
another
please?
thing, Mr. Mark, a quick one.
Okay, someone want to ask you a question?
Oh, okay, I'm ready.
Okay.
Yeah, Mr. Manuel, I'm the one. I'm so excited to hear from you. On a serious note, I'm very glad to hear that someone at my level has gone in and speaking some little cash. It's very good. So I want to ask, how much did you begin with? Don't be offended, please.
Okay. Before he answer that question, based on the based on the calculation I've done here, and truthfully, forex trading doesn't matter how much you start with. What matters is how much you're ending with. You can even start with $10,000 and end with $0. And someone can start with $100 and go home with $3,000. And then someone can start with $10 and go home with $5,000. So today, I went into the market with $122. For instance, because of the project I started, I went into the market with $121. My target is just 10%. So I made 12.1%, and I closed with 133. Please, are getting the point? So if maybe I have 20,000 and my target is to make 10%, how much am I making? I'm making $2,000. So Mr. Emmanuel can answer his question now.
Well, okay, so I started with $700.
Okay, so can you just tell him why you started with that money? Like the story behind it.
Hello.
Yeah, hello. Can you tell him the story behind it?
Okay, so the story there, opposited $200, and then Mr. Mark, did this compound interest calculation. And then I realized that, okay, maybe the more money I put in, the more profit I'm going to gain. So based on that, and based on his advice, I topped up with additional $500 to make it $700. That is what I.
Yes. Now, there's one thing you left out. You initially wanted to give it to a source, which will give you how much percent per annum?
Oh, which will give me between 15 and 19% per annum.
Per annum. Very good. That's the point I want us to hear. Thank you so much.
Yes.
All right. So,
Yes.
Mr. Elias.
I wanted to give it to a source. Which will give
Yes,
me
yes. I'm so happy. You know what? I have this to say. Last
Mr.
time
Mark.
Yes.
I met a friend who told me he wants me to deposit some $600. Yes, or more than that, so that he will be giving me at the end of 3 months, that is 90 days, that he'll be giving me another $600. I was like, wow, this is wonderful.
Okay.
So now I'm beginning to pick the secret behind it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. All right, so
Mr. Mark,
yes, sir.
please a quick one. You see, you also gave some signals today.
Yes.
And I called, but you were unable.
Yes, I was not able to pick up.
Can I read those signals on this project we are
Okay, all right.
I need to create a different account for your signal.
Okay, I get it. So the project is different from the project target is just 10% a day. So if you want to do anything different, it must go into a different account. That is going to be planning. You also understand that the project you cannot withdraw after 30 days. But then if you are doing your own thing, you can actually do your withdrawal and stuff anytime. So basically, that is how it is. All right, so let's get back to work. Today, Mr. Luli asked a question, and then today on the Telegram platform, I think Mr. Mark also asked something, or he sent me a screenshot or so. I'm going to start with that one before we continue. So thank you, everyone. I want to appreciate Pastor Isaac for coming today as well. We are grateful to have you. And then every other person, Mr. Hills, you're welcome. We're all going to get there successfully.
Thank you so much. I'm just listening and watching. So
All right,
let's
thank you,
keep
sir.
moving.
Okay.
Thank you.
Pastor, I want to make one submission. As and when we embark on this noble venture, I will suggest or plead with you that once you're a pastor, you're a man of God, you fast and pray for the group in the name of Jesus Christ.
Thank you so
Amen.
much. No worries.
Now we'll reach our target.
We're well by God's grace.
Amen.
Amen.
Okay, so that is also a good submission. God first. I always say God first, money second, Satan last. That's always what I say. Those who are around me know me for that. Okay, so let me switch to my demonstration account. Okay. Okay, all right. So for the sake of those who use computer, and if you are, what do you use for trading?
Please, I use a phone.
You use the phone. All right. So you are going to demonstrate the phone version for us.
Oh, okay.
All right. So when we get there, I will give you the access to share your screen so that you demonstrate, or you share the screen, and I will explain and
Oh,
how everybody can take a trade. Okay.
yes, please.
I believe you can all see my screen.
Yeah, is it Meta 4 or Meta 5? Please
This is
double check that.
Meta 5. Meta 5.
Yes, we can see.
Okay, thank you. All right, so we see this particular area. This displays the price. So this actually displays market prices. And then where is price currently? Price is currently 9729.16 and it's moving. 9729.305. So this particular line goes up, goes down, goes up, goes down. Now, when you pick any trade, you see the outcomes of the trade here. There are some point in time we are going to tell you that enter the market now. We will tell you that buy or sell now. So we say buy or sell now. The only thing is that if it is sell, just click sell. That is buy or sell now. Then the next thing we are going to give you is take profit or stop loss. The next thing we are going to give you is take profit or stop loss. So what do? You just come here, and this is TP. This A region is TP, and this region is what? XL, which is stop loss, take profit. Then over here is price, where price is currently, or the moving price, or the active price. Then this is where you have bought. So the price you bought is 9730.088. Then the volume is the lot size you use. This is where the lot size is. So 0.20 is the lot size you use. 0.20 is the lot size you use. So if I said use 0.3 lot size, you are just going to type it here, 0.3. So if I say buy, then you just, once you put 0.3, you enter buy. That is how you enter a trade immediately. So let's say I want you to set a take profit or a stop loss. You can right click here or double click. So When you right click, you can go to modify or delete. So you modify or delete. So you come here and then the value I give you for take profit, you are going to type it here. Then the value I give you for stop loss, you are going to type it here. Now, when you set a take profit, for example, the value I want to take profit is 9732.2731. Price has already passed there, so that is why nothing happened here. So if I want to move my price up to 9733.731, you realize that it is modified. So once I click it, you see that the take profit has been put here. So once market reach there, price will close for me automatically. So let's watch. So the same thing applies to stop loss. The stop loss is used to stop your loss. For example, let's say you buy from here and then you expect market to come down, and all of a sudden market start reversing. So we can see that the price, the second order has hit the take profit, so it closed successfully. So if I sold here and I expect market to come here, I need to make a provision. What if market reverses? When it gets to a certain region, it should stop my loss for me. So let me demonstrate it here. So for instance, I entered this trade, it's in negative 0.88, and I want to set a stop loss on maybe when it gets to $1, it should take profit for me. So let me set my stop loss. Let me give it what's the current price? Let me give it so I give it this particular place. So when price moves to that area, the market will stop the loss for me. So I will not have the losses again. It will take that negative out of my price. That is when to use stop loss. So we use stop loss so that in case market is not going direction you want, you will be able to stop your losses. That is why forex trading is actually not risky before. You can stop your losses anytime you want. So basically, that is how you take a trade. Now, let's say I realize that market will be at a certain point in time within a certain period, and I want you to set price down. When price get there, market will execute itself. Then you will come to new order at the top here. You come to new order and click new order. When you click that new order, we have market, we have the symbol, which is the asset you are trading on here at the top. Then we have the type of execution you want to make. Market execution or pending order. And the pending order, we have types. Market execution means everything is going to take place immediately. So you are buying or selling. But then the pending order is like you are given to input values at certain points. That when price gets there, market should execute the trade for you. So even if you are not with the machine, whether your data is on, whether your data is off, whether you are sleeping. All right, so we can see that the trade has closed And when I zoom out, you'll see that it has hit the, let me see, yep, I think day 03. Okay, so it will update. So 0.3. Okay, so it will be in the history based on how I arrange it. So I'll talk about that. All right, so automatically market is moving in a direction that is not favoring me. So what will happen is that price will close. But if it is moving in my expectation, it will give me profit instead. So basically that is how you set your stop loss. So when you come here, we have buy limit, sell limit, buy stop, sell stop, buy stop limit, sell stop limit. Those on MetaTrader 4, you will not see buy stop limit and sell stop limit. You will not see these two, but you will see buy limit, sell limit, buy stop, and sell stop. Now, when you take buy stop, it means that, for example, market is at a certain position or price is already going up, and you do your analysis and realize that when market gets here, it will continue going up. Let's say price is here, price is somewhere here, and you analyze that when market is going up, maybe it will come here and then do something like this, then it will go up again. So you do analysis that when price break this particular area, computer or my broker take a trade, place a trade for me. So when you are not there and price gets here, the trade itself will pick for you. But when price never gets there, trade will not be picked for you. That is buy stop. Sell stop is the opposite. Then we have buy limit. Order placed below price and price then goes up. So for example, market is already an uptrend, but you understand that it will go down below your price. Let's say it will do a pullback to somewhere here. Then you are going to put a buy limit here. So when price hits this particular zone, it will take your order for you. We'll explain it along the line and we'll get to understand and know it by heart. So over here, that is what you can do. So we see the volume means that your stop loss. The volume means your stop loss. Sorry, your lot size. Your volume means your lot size. So how much do you want to risk per move in your favor or against you? Then we have the price. At what price do you want to set your order? Then stop loss. Where do you think when market gets to and it's not going to your favor, we should close the trade for you? And where do you want to take your profit from? That is also your stop loss. Then you can also set expiration within so and so period. When market couldn't get there, let the trade becomes invalid. So basically, these are things that we use. But when I'm providing a signal, you may only use sell or buy for now. Then the only thing is that when you take a buy, I will let you put take profit or stop loss. So that one, you are just coming to double click here and I'll give you a value to write here, and I'll give you a value to write here as well. I'll give you a value to write here. I'll give you a value right here. Then you just put modify. And you realize that your stop loss, there will be a number there. Your take profit, there will be a number there. Then price is moving. This is your lot size. This is the type of order you made. And that is how we are going to go. So basically, this is how to take a trade, even if you are a novice. Now, how do you close a trade? For example, you did not set your stop loss or your take profit and stop, but you realize that market will be doing a reversal. You just come to this particular area, this cross, and close the trade over there. I set a take profit, so it hits there, it take my profit for me. So I just make 30 cents. So first I make 30 cents and 60 cents. I make another 30 cents. The other trade too, it didn't hit stop, so I take profit from it. So just these few minutes, I made more than $1. But this is my demo account. So basically, this is how you can take a trade. Now, before you take the trade, you must select the assets I want you to trade. So if I mention any asset and you didn't open it down, you must quickly come here and look for it. So if I say volatility, these are the volatility. What type of volatility am I talking about? I'm talking about maybe 75 or 50 or 25 or 10. I'm talking about 10 IS. I'm talking about 100 IS. You know the type, then you open the chart. Now, if you didn't select the chart, you might end up making mistake. But if you don't want to select the chart, you only right click on the asset here and go to new order. To come straight for you to put the information there. Now, if it is a timing order, you need to do it so fast. If it's a timing order, you need to do it so fast, which means that if you made your mind to trade, you must always be available. Once the signal comes, you take it. Once the signal comes, you take it. So that is how to take a trade. Simple on your account, your MetaTrader 5 or 4. There is the same process. Now, maybe you are on your demo and then you want to switch to live. On the PC, you just come and double click on the account and then take login. Automatically, it will switch for you. So basically, this is how the whole thing is. It's not difficult. Everybody can do it. So back to Ifya, but before then, do you have any question?
No, sir.
Okay. All right. So our lady teacher.
Mr. Mark.
Yes. So I believe you can share your screen.
Please, I don't know how to do it, but I'll try.
Oh, very good. So just look beneath your chat. When you press on the Zoom,
Yes, please, I've done it.
you will see share screen. I will send it.
No, please.
Okay, give me a moment. Let me give you the admin rights. So let me make you host. Okay, so who is using a phone version here? So that okay, so let me just hook up and then guide you.
Mr. Mark, I have a question, but that would be when Fia must have finished sharing and have you.
Okay. Okay, so probably once I'm sharing it, we also learn it at once. Okay, so you see under it, you see where you see your camera, right? When you press the chat, there is a place you see your
Yes,
camera. Then the next thing,
Yeah.
what is there? The next button on the right.
Share.
Okay, click there.
Okay.
Have you clicked it?
Please allow display over other apps.
Yes, allow.
Okay.
All right, so your MetaTrader. Are you a safer? All right, so let's see from there.
Ma.
All right, so we can see, is this your demo account? Okay,
Yes,
is this your demo account? All right, can we all see the screen? Can we all see her screen?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, please.
Okay, thank
Yeah.
you. Okay, now this is the phone version. Now, before we continue, you are seeing what we say the quotes. These are the quotes. So if you, I think we can we see that down a little, or where you can press for the chart, the first right. Oh, no, okay. Okay, no, the other side. You just come back to, yeah. So that's very good. I prefer this one. Yeah, so the chart. So please, when you click there, it gives you the chart. But let's assume you are on the chart before I give the signal. You can just click on that S rotating. If you have that thing like look like a dollar sign, can you click in for us to see on the top after the F? Yeah. So over here, you can quickly see the assets that are supported. Okay, if you select boom 500 for us, let's see something.
Okay. Please, I have.
Okay, it's loading. All right, so make it, click on it and make it 5 minutes. Just click on it and change the time frame to 5 minutes. All right, so 5 minutes. Okay, so this is 5 minutes. So let's assume that if you want to place a trade, okay, so the button on the top right corner with the plus.
Yes.
Okay, kindly allow Ahmed. Can you do that?
Yes, please.
Okay, kindly do that. You are now the admin.
Please, I'm done.
Okay, so let's go back to the. All right, so come to the plus. Let's on the, yeah. So now, what lot size do you want to use? Is under the market execution. Okay, then your stop loss is the red one. Kindly put a point on the Excel for me, please. Okay, so this is where you put your stop loss. So if I give you a value, you are going to put the value over there for stop loss. Then click the TP side for me. Yeah, so if you want to place your take profit, you put it there. Now, come back to the lot size area. Click on the one, delete it, select backspace.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. Now, so the default, the smallest lot size you can use over here is 0.2. So take a sell.
Okay.
So order is placed successfully. Now press and hold, touch the trade. Let me see. Press and hold. So we have close position, modify position. So if you want to, you already placed the trade. Before you want to put the take profit, you go to modify position. But let's assume you want to close the trade. Just click on the close. Okay.
Should I close it?
No, just wait. So over here, you can close the trade. So if the trade is in profit before you are closing, then you will see close with so and so profit. Now that profit is what to be added to your money. But if it is a loss, that is what to be subtracted from your money. Now, please go back. All right, so we can see if yes trade is in red, which is taking 0.66, and then her balance is 10,029.13. Then the equity is what? 10,028.50. So you realize that it is the equity that is moving, not the balance. So should Efia close the trade in negative, then it is only 0.6 that will be subtracted from her balance. So the balance will become something like 10,028 point something. But should Efia close the trade in profit, then the profit will now be added to the balance. So if this trade were to be $1, it means that the balance will become 10,030 point something. So the money you are putting here is not all that is taking the trade, but it is a factor of the lot size you are using that is responsible for the trade. So if this trade lasts for maybe 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours and give a profit of, let's say, $400, it means that the equity will become 10,428. Until if you close the trade, it will not affect the balance. Please, do we get that point clear? Or I should come again?
Please come again.
Okay. So what I'm saying is that a lot of people ask me, so how much am I trading with? The minimum I can get and all those stuffs. How much am I risking? So what you are risking is actually where you set your stop loss in conjunction with the lot size you are using. So if you are using $10,000 and then you pick the trade and you realize that when price is reversing or going against me and it gets to $1, please kindly approve that for us. When price is reversing and it gets to maybe $1, please stop my loss for me. So once price gets to negative $1, it means that at that point it's only $1 that you are losing. But if price end up going to $10, go to 20, and you are maybe market direction of the market is okay, and price is going and go on and reach $10,000, go on and reach $20,000. Wherever it goes, the only money you are risking is in case market reverse is what you have set as stop loss. Then once you successfully close the trade, that money now add up to your balance to become your profit. Then when you close the trade, the two becomes the equal, the equity plus the balance become the same value. So basically, that is how this thing works. All right, if you go to the envelope.
Is it here?
All right, so actually these are, no, the envelope, yeah. So today, she traded, and this is what she made from the trade. So this becomes your history. So any trade you take is being recorded over here. So now go back to the chart for me. The last time I was talking about setting up, changing colors for candles and stuff. So please click on the chart for me. All right, so if you want to make any changes, she will go to the setting. Kindly go to settings. Then maybe she wants to change colors. She will just come to colors and then change all the colors she wanted to change over here. Please go back or done.
Okay.
Go back again. All right. So in case if you want to put on maybe a trend line, please click on the chart again. All right. So if you want to put any shape or draw a trend line, those things like rectangle, yes. So over here you can take your trend line, your horizontal and the vertical line, and place anywhere you want to put it and do your analysis. Go back, please. Okay, now go back and close that trade in profit for us. I don't like seeing negative sometimes. So just click it. So close with profit. Basically, that is how we place a trade and close a trade. And I believe it's very simple. Now, go to trade that three buttons at the top there. Yeah, so click on manage account. So over here, you will then see your if you have your demo and your real, you will just click on demo. So if she wants to switch to live, she will just click on live. Click on it and let's see. Then you sign in. So the demo, the live is now active, and the demo is now deactivated. So any trade that will happen will affect the demo. So basically, that is how you can trade on your phone. It's very simple. So let's ask questions.
Hello, Mr. Mark.
Yes, sir.
Please, today they have missed a lot. My connection keeps breaking. I don't know why.
Oh, praise the Lord. It's a good news.
So all that was taught, in fact, if it could be gone over again.
Okay. Then you have to buy a lawyer. Mr. Staff Sergeant will give it back to you.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Or
Thank you.
after that we talked about it.
Okay.
Only if somebody will buy into your idea that they should review it again. That one fine. But that one I won't speak if you will speak. So should they go over again? No. Should she go over again? No.
Yes, yes.
Mr. Mark,
Please,
the meeting is
Mr.
recorded,
Mark.
so the person can listen to it later.
please,
Oh yes, since you saved it, Mr. Mark, you can share it to us so we can listen to it again.
Okay, I think people are paying bribe. Okay, so will be more activities, and then we'll once we start using them, we will start getting used to it day by day. All right. So any question?
Initially I said I was going to ask a question.
Okay, ask.
Yes. Number one, I want to know when this signals come. Will they be coming maybe 5 minutes before we can fix everything?
Yeah, so that one is not something I'll talk about now because it's not, maybe it's not everybody that will even trade. So if you want to, you let me know. That's the truth. All right.
Is it? Are we using deriv?
Please, it depends. So let me know if you want to. Then we take it from there.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah. Any other question? Mr. Opoti, you are welcome.
Thank you.
Late comma fee. Bring it.
Yeah.
Will you pay through Bitcoin or cash?
I'll see you, Chamber.
We don't take bribe here. There's no chamber, there's only hall.
Okay, yeah, but if there's no chamber, there will be hall.
Oh, there's hall. This one is only hall. All right. So,
Okay, yeah.
any question before we continue?
Yeah, Mr. Man.
Yes, sir.
I always have a concern.
Yeah.
Yeah, depending on you know me, you know the work I do.
Yeah, I know the work you do.
And I may not get the time. Maybe depending on the time, maybe you may share the signals, and maybe as at that time, if I'm not available or
Then you miss it.
Then I'll miss it.
Yes. My mentor says that forex trading is an ocean. It never dry. It has in abundance to give everybody. That is forex trading.
Okay.
And then you also need to know what you want and how to get it. So if you have drawn your plans and you think within 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours you can hit that target, fine. Because the ball will be in your court more often. And then maybe you have the time to sit with your computer and trade. And probably I also have a free time or I'm trading. We could look at it from that angle as well. Please, do you understand?
Yeah, I understand.
Yes. So let's always take the positive before the negative. One of my teacher hates the word "what if." Whenever he's teaching and you ask him what if, then he gets angry. Because he will tell you that you are not understanding him. All right, that's just by the way. So, trend line. Let me just, how many minutes more? 15 minutes, then we go. Who practice how to draw trend line? Who practice it? Who try to do something? Who try to do something? Nobody. Okay, Mr. Prince.
Yeah, I actually did. I was answering the question, so I was raising my hand.
Okay.
I actually did.
Okay. So is it becoming easier step by step?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. You'll be used to it. Now, practice always makes perfect. So let's pause some things here. Let's put some things here. So I can see something here. Who can mention what we are seeing in this area? Who can spot what we are seeing here for me?
You can say W there. A W.
It's a W. Okay, W. All right, that's fine. Okay, so it's correct. You can spot W. So when you become very used to it, you'll be spotting many W's. And so let me spot this and see. right, so the noise is coming from somewhere. All right, so over here we can also see something here. Somebody will say it's a W. Somebody will also give another opinion. So what you have to do is that first you bring the line and there to see if it is a W or not. But then when you look at it, it looks like a W. But at the same time, it can also look like a double bottom. We are going to talk about those things along the line. So I want us to spot something here. What I'm using is called Trading View. I shared the link the last time. So please, what do I just draw?
Trend line.
Trend line. Is it a perfect trend line or it's wrong? And when it is perfect, what makes it perfect?
To me, I think it's perfect because you said a trend line must touch at least 2 points. Then I
At least
think
2
that's
points.
it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So at least 2 points. So you are correct. So let's say this is half of my channel. So the trend line below and trend line above gives you what we call what? Channel. Or the trend. So basically this is a downtrend. Now, as it is a downtrend, this is how it behaves. The top becomes the resistance. The down becomes resistance and support. Then the down becomes support. So what happens? Let's take it from here. Market came here. Put it here. Okay, so market came here. Then break it here and then come back here. So I said something yesterday. When you see it this way, you must always see a retest before you make your decision. But market didn't move in a way that you can actually see things clearly. But since it's a downtrend, you must look for a sell opportunity. So all this while, if you couldn't enter the sell from here, then you should have entered from here. Now, if you enter from here, then you can still be in it till you get here. But if you didn't enter from here, over here, you will not know actually what market is doing. So you wait for this breakout and retest. Now, as it touches here, you see that price came down a little, hit it before pulling down. So when you draw a trend line, like I said, you must watch some of those things carefully before you make a decision. So let's see if we can spot another thing. We can see something like an M here, something like a W here, and it goes like that and went up. So let's see if we can still draw some trend line. So this is an imperfect trend line. And then if you want to make it a trend line, they have to pick this point and add this point. Then you can add this one. But if you add this one, you realize that it's broke it at this point, but it's still valid. It broke it, but I didn't test it. Over here, it broke it, but I couldn't test it. So there are points in time that you see things like this on the chart. So when you come here, you can take something from here, and this one is perfect. This one is perfect. It broke it and do a small test. Come back again before it starts going down sideways. So basically, this is a daily time frame. So you can practice it more, change the time frame. So I change it to 1 hour where you can see things clearly. So what is this? This is a perfect W. Unfortunately, it did not retest before shorting up. So when you see something like this, once you see this and see it forming like this and come, and then you see that price, there is a distance between this and this. What you have to do is what? Just to wait for a good candlestick formation or a price action formation and make your decision. So sellers came as far as this point, buyers came here. So as you saw this candle, you have to go in for a bullish, and it bought nicely. So if you take this trade, that have been a perfect trade to give you good money. Now, when you take this trade, where is the best place to put your stop loss? I will put it somewhere here. I'll put it somewhere here. So even before this particular candle can become the reversal. So there are people who set trades. Their analysis are correct, but their stop loss actually pull them back into negative, especially if you don't know how to set your take profit. You didn't set it up. Maybe you put your take profit here, and this particular area supposed to become a reversal. Then it means that you'll be in there. Maybe you are not with the machine, and you're expecting that price to hit here and close you out of the market. Before you realize market has hit, didn't reach here, but then reverses and come back, even put you in negative. So basically, these are things that we'll be looking at. We have a good example of buying from here. When you see this particular candle, it tells you something. And the next candle, you see how it forms, you make your decision. The same thing happened here. After this candle, you make your decision. So the more you practice, sometimes just take the chart, go through, spot something for yourself. We can get a trend line here. We can draw a trend line here. Then we can also get a good support, resistance at the top, and then support at the down here. So basically, what happened? Price actually was in this zone for some time, short up retest, but we call this consolidation. But then when you're on a different time frame, you can be able to trade these zones. Each candle from 1 hour. So over here, someone will see this and start looking for a buy. The only way you can look for a buy is when price goes up. When price broke it, goes up a little. When price broke it, goes up a little, then come back and test it this way before you can make your decision for a bullish market. Basically, these are things that we'll be doing until we master it. For instance, this whole thing here, it has a name. There are points in time that market behaves like this. It is called cap and handle. You can write it down. Go to the internet and research what is cap and handle in forex trading. So when this happened, when you see something like this, market is actually going to continue going up, but you must see a retest, and this is the retest. Let me use this one. This is a retest. which gives another clear rejection. So someone will see this coming down, the person will jump into a sell, give you small profit before you realize it's jump up. Then you start complaining that they are manipulating the market against you. So after you see this retest, what happens? You retest it again, and then sideways it goes. So basically, that is how it is called. The name is called cap. When you look at it, it looks like a cap, right? A cap is always formed like this. So all these things have meanings and what they do, what price is doing at one point to the other. So when we draw our trend line here, for me, we draw a trend line here. Maybe we take this point. You realize that price hit it here before start selling and then consolidated a little while. These are things that we need to know, practice it till we master it along the line. All right, so then a question, we have to end it here for today. At least everybody can now, those who have the accounts, demo account, can start practicing some few trades that we put you on the platform. Like I said, you can be able to start taking them and see how things are going. So the candlestick, I have already shared video on candlestick Bible on the learning platform. Read it, apply it. This particular thing has a meaning. This particular thing has a meaning. What do you do when you see A? What do you do when you see B? Then we discuss it here. So someone can put a good sell signal after this candle over here and make your money to this point. Then with your demand and supply or your support and resistance, you will know where to come out from the market. I will put my take profit here, because sometimes market may not even reach here before reversing. You are in the market to make money, not to lose your money. So the little you get should be enough for you. My mentor told me that it's better to make $2 than to lose $10. So let's ask questions and then we end it here for the day.